Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights.
53 years ago, Ruby Bridges started kindergarten. Federal marshals accompanied her through a phalanx of angry white racists in New Orleans, where Ruby became the first black student to integrate an all-white public school in the South. Later that day, all 500 white students walked out in protest. It's hard to imagine anything like that happening today. If any of us witnessed that racist rage, we would take action. But the indigenous people of Buena Vista, Mexico, face denial of the right to education every day.
Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand
My mother, Carrie, my cousins Kik and Saoirse, and I spent spring break building a school with RFK Human Rights Award laureate Abel Barrera, along with 5 of his staff, a team of 24 American volunteers, and an equal number of Maypaw villagers. Buena Vista is home to 150 people in the mountains of Guerrero, Mexico. There are about 700 indigenous communities in the region, with a literacy rate among the lowest in Mexico, hovering near 50%. For 10 years, the leaders of Buena Vista traversed the dirt path, which is impassable during the 5-month rainy season, then traveled 3 hours or more on a paved road cut into the Sierra Madre Mountains to the headquarters of the state government, where they demanded a teacher and a school, so their children could exercise the right to education. And for 10 years, the government stalled with a litany of excuses, or didn't bother to answer the demands at all. Finally, the leaders of Buena Vista contacted Abel Barrera and his team of lawyers and community organizers from the Tlachi-Nolan Human Rights Center, who proposed an unprecedented lawsuit demanding access to education for the children. A lawsuit that would have implications not only for the people of Mexico, but for people seeking justice around the world. But lawsuits can take years, and children grow fast, and we pursue justice in the name of Robert Kennedy. He understood the importance of changing the law, but when it came to education, he didn't wait. In January 1959, a court ordered the state of Virginia to integrate its schools. Rather than comply with the order, racist Prince Edward County officials came up with a radical solution. They closed down every public school in the county. Overnight, newly formed private schools sprang up for the white kids, and all the black kids were out of luck. Attorney General Robert Kennedy brought a lawsuit against the county, but he knew that it would be years for that suit to wend its way through the courts. So he established the Prince Edward County Free School, recruited teachers from across the nation, and that school system became a landmark in the civil rights struggle. As we worked on the school in Buena Vista, Marisabel helped slap adobe mud onto the walls. She had her first child at 13, and now her 3-year-old granddaughter will attend the new school. She said that children between the ages of 3 and 7 walk 2 hours each way to attend the nearest school in a neighboring village. Sometimes the teacher fails to show up, but the kids, hungry to learn, make the trip anyway, hopeful the teacher will be there. Building schools is not the business of the RFK Center. Helping RFK Human Rights Award laureates change laws or policies is. So we work closely with Abel and his colleagues to provide a legal framework, standards, and a model for other indigenous villages in Mexico and across the continent, so Marisabel's granddaughter doesn't feel that her only option for a better life is one day to make the dangerous trek across the border in search of work in the United States. We thought it fitting that half a century after Ruby Bridges entered kindergarten and all the kids in Prince Edward County secured access to education, the human rights organization pursuing justice in Robert Kennedy's name should help build that school in Buena Vista.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights.